Hey everybody, it's Tanya at Hummingbird Paintery. Tonight is the Santa event for my day, which is today on Wednesday. And I'm going to make a Santa out of this big finial, I guess is what you would call this. I think it goes on a large banister. And I got this when I went to that kind of antique store that had a bunch of salvage things, and I chose to do this. I did try to spray paint it. It's just, hey Michelle, I wanted to cover up most of the black because it was black. Where this is going to be his face. Hey Grace, how are you doing from Buffalo? It's good to see you. And Michelle, I appreciate it. And anybody who comes on here, this will be the face of the Santa, and I'm going to put some fur on it and a hat and everything, so I will bring it to life a little bit. I was trying to sand it a little bit right here. I did take some white spray paint, even though this looks cream color to me. I don't know why. But I didn't catch all of this, but the hat will cover this portion up, so it didn't matter. Hey, Miss Rosie, how are you doing? Hey, Miss Jerry from Spring, Texas, how are you? Hey, Miss Debbie, how are you doing? Hey, Deborah, it's so good to see you. Hey, Miss Janet, it's good to see you. Hey, Miss Bonnie, how are you doing? Did y'all have a good day today? So this is our event for the Memphis Belles and the Chuffed Berry Girls. I call them the Chuffed Berry Girls. The event this week is Santa Clauses, so I am doing this. Hey, Miss Patty. So we're going to make a Santa out of this finial or post, the end of the post. I don't know what you call this. Hey, Miss Robin, how are you doing? It's good to see you on here. I'm glad you could come and see. This will be similar to the one that I did with the gourd, but it's not exactly. It's going to have fur on there and everything. We're just going to paint this and see how well it looks. Hey, Diana, how are you doing? It's so good to see you. I'm going to pull my sleeves up a little bit. Hey, Terry, how are you doing? Hey, Leanne, it's so good to see you. Hey, Manny, hola, ¿cómo estás? All right, so I'm just going to take some paint right now. This is a big flat brush. When you're working with something this large, and I don't know how large this is, I would say about 6 or 7 inches across. And we're going to just do this for the face. It is huge. Okay, I only saw one. I would have taken more than one, but I only saw one. So we're going to paint the face on here. Part of the top is going to be the hat. And then I will be putting fur on the front for his beard and everything. So it's going to look better once I get all of that on there. Thank you, Bonnie. Hopefully it'll look good. All right, so this is what it looks like so far. I'm just painting his face, okay? Hey, Nancy, it's good to see you. So I'm just going to go a little bit further back than I need to, and we'll just see how we can do it, because I want to make sure that you're able to see his face good and everything. So I'm kind of going to go where the white is, but we're going to be covering that up so it doesn't matter. I just want to make sure that we get it big enough for the face. So I'm just taking this and we're just going kind of halfway around the ball. If you notice, they don't have it exactly right, so I chose to put the face on the side where you don't see that. Hey, Miss Pat, how are you doing? Hey, Kim Massengill, how are you doing, girl? Did y'all have a good Wednesday? Did y'all do anything fun? You'll have to watch replay. It's okay, Miss Jerry. You can always watch anytime. It'll be there. Thank you for coming on and saying hello. All right, so I'm just going to keep going until we get half of this done, or at least most of it for the face. We may have to do 2 coats. It is covering pretty well. So that's a good thing because it's black there. I didn't choose to go ahead and do the white. I'm just going to go a little bit further than I need to just to make sure it's covered up and looks like his face. Now I'm going to go ahead, let me see here. I want to do long streaks. I'm going to go ahead and dry this a little bit, and then we're going to keep going. I am having a good day, Miss Robin. It went slow though. I thought it would never end. I got off about 4:30. Hey, Miss Jenny, it's good to see you. So I'm drying this so we can get a good coat on here. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna bend it down just like this. You'll be able to see it a little bit. I'm gonna tilt y'all down a little bit more. I say I am. That way you can see it a little bit better. I'm gonna go here from the bottom and go up a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit on the bottom portion, but I'll show y'all. Let me go ahead and finish this part right here, because we want to get his face on there. It's not too bad. We might not have to really do too much. Like 2 coats, might. I didn't get it real good right here, but so I'll go over it. We just want a nice smooth area so we can do the face. All right, so this is it right here, and it did pretty good. You're gonna have to cut. Going back to Fort Worth in the morning to visit your children and grandchildren for Thanksgiving. That's a nice thing, Miss Pat. I'm going to go see my kids. Hey, Linda Shearer and Peggy, how are you doing? I'm going to try to get some more of this just in case I need it here. I've got a little bit of my brown oxide that I always use. Hey, Miss Janice. Hey, Miss Pat Zeekley. Miss Pat number 1. She's my helper, that's for sure. All right, let me make sure that I've got a good smooth surface right here, and then we'll dry it. I've got the heater on in here, y'all. It's so cold to me. I do not like winter. I don't know if y'all like winter or not, but I sure don't. All right, I think that's pretty good. It's covered pretty well. Miss Terry's asking how she's doing. All right, now I've got some fur that I used last time. Hey, Miss Lucille, how are you doing? Hey, Gloria. It's good to see y'all. I'm going to get this good and dry so we don't smear anything. I hate it below 72. I'm right. I'm the same with you. You don't care for winter. You're getting ready for spring. Yeah, me too. I just don't like it. I can't stand the cold. Now, I think that I want to make him have a little bit of a V right here at the top, and so I'm going to take a smaller brush, it's still a flat brush, and kind of go on that area just a little bit to kind of give him a neck. And that's what we're going to do right here. So I think I'm going to just go ahead and go around the whole thing. And we'll just make this top portion his neck. Then we'll go from there. Now it's going to be covered up with hair in the back. So it's not going to show that much. But I guess I ought to get it as much as I can right here, and I'm going to show it to you. We're going to cover some of this. I'm going to make part of it red. I know I look funny probably. Alright, so I'm only doing like halfway around because the hair is going to cover up most of that, but that's his neck and his face. Thermostat set at 74. 37 there, too cold. I know it. It's going to be going down to the 20s tonight for me in Memphis. Hey, Tommy Sue, how are you doing? I can't stand the cold. I don't function well with coldness. All right, I stuck my hand in it. That's great. All right, so let me dry his neck, and then we're going to kind of put the red on his jacket down here at the bottom. Now this portion right here is going to be with the white, and it'll be covered up. Hey Lori, how are you doing? Snowing in Ohio. Lord have mercy. I don't want none of that. I don't want any snow. We had that one blizzard that one year. I don't think it was last year. It was the year before that, and it was awful. Hey, Miss Gail Chandler, how are you doing? Hey, Miss Germaine. It's good to see you. All right, so I'm going to take some red, and this is a multi-surface satin folk art red, and it does pretty good, so we're going to do this. I'm not going to worry about this part because it's going to be covered up. And then I'm just going to do this portion. Well, actually, this is going to be red. This is not going to be red. And then this is going to be red. So I'm just going to see how we do. So it's really the rounded edge that's going to have the white on there. So he's going to kind of have a little bit of red right in here. So I'm going to lean him down. That way y'all can see a little bit better. And I can too. I'm just going to do it this way, but I'm only going to go to the top of this ledge because I'm going to put that fur there and it's going to cover it up some. So I'm just going to take it, and it doesn't matter if it's perfect right there. We're just going to do the best we can. Now this is satin paint that I used. I'm going to lean it like this. Hopefully y'all can see. I just want some red to show too. And I'm doing this around the edge here. Maybe I'll just do the whole thing red. Won't it be easier? It is a big piece of wood, that's for sure. Maybe I'll just do it all red. And then I'll just cover it on top with the white wherever I want it to go. How about that? Should have probably thought of that ahead of time. Let me see here. Maybe that's what I'll do. I don't know. It's probably supposed to have the red on top. I mean, the white on top. I have no idea. Sounds good to you? Sounds good to me. We're just kind of covering it up. But I think when I put it up here that I put it on the round part. I don't know. We're just going to do the whole thing. Let's just do that. I should get the bigger one. Let me get the bigger one that I covered the face with. It's a lot easier if I do it with a bigger brush. Look at that. Genius, Tanya. All right. Now this is all kind of damaged and stuff. It has some holes in it and stuff like that. But I don't care. I like it like that because it's just kind of old looking. And I'm okay with it that way. So we're just going to cover it up anyway, except for this little bottom area that won't be covered with any fur. We just want it, I'm going to see how it looks. I kind of cut a piece that I think will do okay. All right, let me get all this on here. I'm gonna paint. Do y'all know they have like craft paper, but it's called construction paper at Lowe's? I saw it in there when I went into a different Lowe's to pay my bill for my water tank. And it's really thick. It's just like craft paper like this, but it's thicker And I bought a smaller roll of it because I want to try that and see if it's better. All right, now we're going to dry this, and I'm going to try to fix a little bit of it. It wants to show through a little bit. All right, let's see what we can do. Let me get rid of that red. Let me get dry in here. Hey there! The Vintage Pebble is on here. That's Stephanie. She's part of the Chuffed Berry Girls that I call them. It's called Creative Circle, I believe, but I always call them the Chuffed Berry Girls. So we're going to dry this as much as we can here. We don't want to get our paint on our Santa hat, and we don't want to get it on the beard and everything. Hey Shirley, it's good to see you. Thank you for coming on here and watching me. Alright, so we're going to keep going till we get it all and make sure. Getting pretty good. Trying to dry it as much as I can. I might need to do a little bit more red on there. Alright, let me get some of this water out so I don't have it too thin. I don't think it needs a whole lot, but we're going to put a little bit. Alright. I think it looks pretty good in the front here, and that's the main area where his face is going to be. You want to see his face? Alright, let me dry this real quick, and then we're going to see how we're going to do the face. I have to make sure with the beard and everything that it's on there properly. We're going to make sure that it's all dry. Let me run my hand over it. I think it's good. No red. We're good. All right. So I cut out a little beard, and I made a little hole in here where his mouth is going to be. I also made a little rounded area up at the top. I did use a, what do you call this thing? This thing right here, whatever that's called. I used it cut on the back of the beard, and I just kind of did it. This is what it looks like from this side. Okay. So I've got that. And then I have a piece just like this. Okay, this is going to be his collar right here. So we may go up underneath where his, I think that's what I'll do. I'm going to go all the way up at the top. And then yeah, X-Acto knife, that's it. Yes, when I come back. It's going to be on the 10th, Michelle. And so I'm going to take this, we're going to go all the way around here with it. Only I have a different piece. It's about to fall off. This one, I pulled it like a lot, and so it made it kind of round. And so that's actually what's going to go on here. And then this is his hair. Thank you, Jason. I had a good day. I hope you had a good day. So what I'm going to do is kind of just look. We're going to eyeball this, okay? Because I want this to cover up back here all the way to his collar, Okay, so we just have to watch before we put anything on because the hat's going to cover up the majority, okay? We want it to be like this, all right? This looks funny right now, but y'all know how I do, okay? So we want it to be covered in the back like that because that's going to be up underneath. And I don't want it to go too far down. We're going to do it like that, but we want to cover up where we didn't paint the red, okay? And I want to make sure what we're going to do here. So let me see. I'm going to pull it like this, and then I want to get my beard, and we want to see where we're going to put the face. All right, we want to make sure that these match up, okay? See right here? Just like that. And we just want to make sure that it matches so it doesn't look funny. All right, so I think this is probably pretty good so you can see his face really well. And we're just going to kind of bend it up just a little bit when we put it on there. Y'all are talking about being cold. You'll have to watch the replay. It's okay, Miss Gail. I understand. All right, so I like the way this is. This is right here. And I'm going to go ahead and we're going to just hold this, and I'm going to get my glue out. Hey, Miss Ellen, it's good to see you. And I'm going to put some glue right in here. And I want to pull it just a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. We're just going to do it this way. I want to make sure that it's down far enough that I'm going to be able to see his face. Okay, we're not going to put the beard on just yet. We're going to just set it here for a second, and I'm going to see exactly where I got to put my ball. Now, I painted it. What did I do with it? All right, I got a half a ball, okay? And I've already painted it the face color. So I'm going to set this right here where this is going to be. And I'm not going to put it on just yet. I'm going to show y'all. This is what he's going to look like. Hey, Miss Tony. It's good to see you. Hey, Designs by Dina. Hey, Miss Dina. All right, so this is the way it's going to look, okay? But we don't want this on here. I just wanted it enough so I can paint his face, okay? We're going to take the red paint, and I'm going to take a smaller brush. What I do with it? I want to take most of the paint out. I've already been using it red for the bottom, but we're going to take most of it out, and I'm going to put some of this on the edge here. We don't want any of too much red, so I've got to have a little bit right there. I want some white because we're going to mix it together. And we also, this is so bad. All right, here we go. Get some white right here. And I'm going to get a little black. Let's see. I've let all my holes get boogers in them. Tell you, when I get finished, I don't ever want to clean up my mess. I'm such a messy crafter, I think. All right, now I'm going to put some more of this because we might need it for the background. Trying to use the rest of it out of this bottle before I open the other one. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. So you want a little bit of water on here, okay? We're going to take the red and we're going to outline right here on each side, okay? Because the nose is going to be right in here. This is the wrong one, but it's going to be right in there. We want to make sure that we get our cheeks, okay? We're going to get a little bit of white too. You don't want it to be severe red. So we're going to do this. Let me do this real quick. All All right. So this is one of them, okay, right there. That's about right. All right, so let me get some white. We want red and we want white together. What are you saying, Nancy, about being a normal crafter? I'm not sure what you're talking about. All right, so we're going to take this. You want a little bit of water in it, not too much. I got a little bit too much there. We'll fix it. And you want to mix it up, kind of fill it in with the color of the face. And we're going to do the same on the other side, just a little bit. You want some of that regular color there. And I'm trying to color in with just a little bit of both colors and the skin tone as well. You don't want it to look like it's just a rosy red, okay? And let me show you. Let me get this down to here. Just like this, okay? It looks a little funny right now till we get it all together, okay? Yes, Miss Pat said that Booksy and Buttons is coming up at 7:30, y'all. So if y'all have to hop off, y'all can watch me finish this later, okay? Because I want you to be able to see her. I'm going to put a little bit of white in here. A little bit of skin tone. Alright, and then I'm going to take a little bit of brown and a little bit of red. And we're going to do his nose. Got to have a little water. I'm going to lean this down. We're going to do it just like this. Just remember that the fur is going to be over top of it. I want to make his nostrils pretty big. Thank you, Miss Pat, for putting that on there. All right, let me make sure this goes around. We want both of them rounded. All right, so that's kind of what the nose looks like, okay? It looks funny, doesn't it, like an alien? So we're gonna get a little bit of water, okay? I'm gonna put some little, I'm gonna do up top here with the brown. Let me show you. All right, so there's some little wrinkles, okay? Hey, Allison, thank you for coming from Daytona. Thank you for watching. All right, so I'm going to get a smaller, thin brush, okay? And we're going to take the black. We're going to do the eyes now. And the first thing I do when I do the eyes is do the outline. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. Let me make sure. Alright, so let me show you. Right now it's still looking funny, okay? He's looking funny. Alright, so we're going to go ahead And we're gonna do this part, doing the black portion of his eye. And I'm gonna have it go way down here. Okay, so that's the way I wanna do it at first. Okay, he's just gonna look forward. Sometimes I have my Santas going to the left or to the right, but we're just gonna have him straight up and down. And we're gonna fill that in. We just do the black. And we'll make it thicker as soon as we get that done. Haven't we seen some really cute Santas? Right, here's one of the eyes. And if we feel like that the cheeks are kind of high, then I may take those and move them down some. And we're just gonna put this here, and I'm gonna make it thicker. All right, so there are the eyes, okay, and there's the nose, but the nose is going to be kind of covered up a little bit. Thank you, Miss Tony. You're sweet. All right, I want blue for his eyes, and so I think I'm going to do the light blue here. If there's any left. There may not be any left. Let me see. I've got turquoise. And let's see. What did I do with my blue that I always use? Here we go. This is Robin's Egg Blue. It's in the Craft Smart. So I'm going to use it. It's basically the same color that I was going to use. So I'm going to put a little bit of this around here. You'll get a good amount on your brush, and then you're going to just go on the bottom of the black. And that's before you put the white. Okay. There's his eye. Thank you, Miss Lorna. Hopefully he's going to turn out good, y'all. All right. Still going underneath the black. And it's pretty dry already. I've got the heater on under me, and so it's kind of blowing the air up here. All right, let me make sure that's just right. All right, so I've got both eyes on there. He's pretty big. He's got a big head. All right. And I thought about doing eyebrows on him too. We're gonna do this thicker around the edge, but I'm gonna go ahead and just take the white, and we're gonna go up underneath here, right on the edge, but we're also gonna put some brown around his eye to make it pop a little bit better. Right. So I'm just taking this and pulling some of that paint this way. See, this is what it's looking like right there. So I'm just going to take it and go up against that blue. And fill in. I always say to go to the sides first. Then we're gonna do this side. So I'm kind of going up a little bit, just like I did the blue. Facebook switched where you turn on notifications at the bottom right. Ooh, is that the truth? Miss Pat's always watching out for us. He's gonna be amazing. You're so sweet, Mr. Maine. I hope so. Let's see what we can do. Get his eye finished here. We're gonna go around, make him a little bit better. We gotta do the black and then going on the edges. I've almost got his eye done. I wish they had 2 of these things. Y'all, on Sunday, I'm gonna do the chipmunks out of the spindles. So if you want to watch that, you can either watch the replay or come and see me at 9 a.m. All right, so there's his eyes, okay? But we're gonna make them look a little bit better. All right, so we're gonna take this black. I'm gonna get all that water out of there. Put a little bit of black on our paintbrush, still the pointy paintbrush, okay? We're gonna go on the edges here. And this one's just closer to me, so I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna go right beside the 2 colors. Make it a little bit thicker. And then we're gonna do the same thing on this side. I'm doing it also on the top. You want a nice crisp eye. So we're doing it, taking this and going down just like this, and I'm going to show you, okay? I've got a little bit of black that needs to be filled in here because I can see the color. So see that? A little bit thicker there, and this one's a little bit thinner, okay? And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. Same thing here, but I just want them to be kind of oval shaped. So I'm making it just a little bit crisper. Let me make sure that I paint in the line there. All right, so there's his eyes. All right, we're gonna take this, we're gonna dry it so we can put the brown on. You're gonna see a difference here in just a second. It's gonna look so much better. You don't want the black to mix in with the brown. We're gonna take a brush. Let me see here. I want kind of a medium brush. This one just happens to be long, but it's not very wide. I'm going to use a little bit of water, and we're going to get the brown on the edge. Okay, just like that. And then we want to take this and we're going to go over the top of this because you want him to have some character. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to finish it out, but I'm going to turn my brush around. And we're just going to keep going until we get down here, okay? See, that's one without it, and this is the one with it. What am I making? Yeah, the Santa is one of those posts from a big staircase, I think. I called it a finial, but I'm not sure what it's really called. Is it called a finial, y'all? Because I don't know. All right, I'm going to continue on. We don't want to get his beard dirty. So I flip this over, and then we're gonna do the rest of his eye. And I just go down to here, just like that. It's called a finial, Miss Pat said. Hey, Marie. Marie is out doing her thing, like she always does. All right, I'm gonna make his mouth because I'm just gonna see where it's gonna be. And I'm gonna put this on just for a sec. All right, it's supposed to be right in here, so we're gonna do this. I'm just kind of eyeballing this, okay? So I'm gonna take this. It's only gonna be seen a little bit through there. I'm gonna show you. Okay. Now I'm gonna fix it. It looks a little funny right now, okay? But we're gonna make a little bit darker red with the brown and this red. We're gonna make the back of his mouth. Okay, so you see this is a little bit darker. Can you tell the different shade? And we're gonna get just a barely black. We're gonna put in the back of his mouth. Just kind of going up and down here. You're not gonna be able to see much of this because it's gonna be up underneath there. Okay, let me get some red and some brown together. We're gonna mix it, kind of do it like this. Now I'm trying to make a little bit of a tongue that's just in his mouth. So we're gonna try to do this. I'm gonna take a little bit of black and just make a little bitty line for his lips. I just made him a mole on accident. Let's see. You're not really gonna see this very much. Okay, let me get a little bit of this right here. You want the difference in the lips, and then this way. Let me go right here. Okay. So I'm going to take a little bit of the red and we're going to make it a little bit redder. Just like this. Just right there. And I'm going to put a little bit of white on here for his lip. And right in there. So that's his mouth, so to speak. Alright, so he's looking like this. Now he's got to have eyebrows. And we've got to have our piece right here. Okay, where is the gel? We gotta have glue gel, right? I'm gonna put some glue on here. We're gonna also put hot glue for his nose. And I'm gonna put this right on here. We'll finish his eyes in just a minute. Let me get a little bit of paint where I made him a mole. I didn't mean to make him a mole. He's so cute. All right, we're gonna make him some eyelashes a little bit too. And we're gonna put this beard on. Lord. I got some red paint on him. That's what I was trying to avoid. All right, got that off. All right, where's my beard? Here it is in my lap. All right, so we're gonna put this right here. All right, so let me go up under here. We're gonna do it just like this. I'm gonna show y'all as soon as I get it under here. Make sure that it's connected here. You want to make sure that it's all together. I'm going to put this on the edge here. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Just right on the edge. And I'm going to show it to you. Give me just a sec. All right, so his mouth is just right. I'm gonna kind of make one little thing under here so it can be right up against where his mouth's supposed to go. Just like that, so you can see. Okay, ready? We're not finished, but there's his mouth, see? Right in there. Thank you for the hearts. All right, let me make sure I got this on that cap. All right, now I'm gonna put this around here, like this, just above this. You won't be able to see part of it here because of his beard, but you'll see it the rest of the way around. So I want to make sure we're going to get this in the middle, or fairly in the middle. Ow, that's hot. And this, when I stretched the material, it kind of made it go into a loop. Let me put this right here so I don't put my arm in it. We're gonna put his hat on and everything. Let me put some glue right here. That way it'll show some red in the back. Then we can fluff him up some. And finish his eyes. Let me put this on top of this. We want it on top, or we want this on the top. It doesn't matter. Guess it doesn't matter. All right. Let me do this. We're going to put this one right here, and then we're going to put this one on top of it. So I'm just going to take some glue, just like that, and putting it right there. I'm going to put just a little bit of hot glue right here at the back of his head. Let me get another glue stick. All right. So this is what the back looks like. Right here, okay? It's just around here. His hair is there. We need just a little bit more glue. Right in here. Okay, and we want his nose to be red or pink. We're putting this on here. We're going to finish his. I like some up here. I like him to be pinky. We got to do his eyebrows. Do y'all want a piece of the material as his eyebrows? Let me see if I can cut this, and we're going to finish his eyes out. And let's see. Well, there we go. All right, this little piece right here is a piece of the cord. We don't want that. So we can kind of put it right there. Let me just see. Let me cut this part. I guess I need to be stronger. All right. All right, do y'all want that or do you want me to paint them on? She said yes. Okay, let me see. This one's a little bit smaller. I don't know if it looks smaller or not. Let's see. I want to just show you before I go and do it. I think I'm going to try to make a bigger one like this one, so give me just a second. All right. You have to really pull. There we go. Okay. Okay, be right now. All right. That one's too much. All right. Because you want it to be down just a little bit. I want him to have a little bit of hair right there. Oh, it's funny. All right. Let me put a little bit of glue right here. He's got bushy eyebrows. Okay. Now there he's kind of got a little bit of hair. Maybe I'll do this too. I'm just going to glue it right there. You're not going to see that part, so I'm going to glue this just this way so he can have a little bit of hair right there. Oh my goodness, how cute. Okay, so let me get this out of the way. I've got a Dollar Tree hat because it fit a little bit better than the one from Walmart. It's not as pretty as the one from Walmart, but it fits a lot better. And let me make sure that we do the finish the eyes. So let me take the small brush here with black and finish that up. We're just going to do this on the same side over here. I'm just doing like 3 little strokes. All right. So there's his little eyes. And let me get the white in the eyes. It always brings them to life. Do the same thing on this side. Wow, it's trying to roll here. I kind of like it. Let's see. I'm gonna make this one bigger. Putting one little bitty bit over here and doing the same thing over here. Let me show you. All right. Right like that. Adorable. Thank you, Shalon. I appreciate that. All right, so we've got the hat that we have to put on. So let me put that over to the side. We don't want to mess that up. Let me make sure where the front and the back is here. All right. So we're going to cover it up just a little bit. We're going to cover part of this with the... Oh, he's so cute. All right. Let me glue this down over here. We're going to take this and just go right to the edge of his head. Right there. You want the red to be on the inside, so make sure that you do that. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. All right, let me do this right here at the edge. Hold it for just a second so it doesn't show any red. This is so cute, y'all. All right, so I'm going to put this a little bit here, a little bit here, and a little bit here. We want to get it good and on there. All right. All right. I don't know if I want it on the left or the right. Y'all can tell me. All right. How cute. He's so cute. Okay, ready? Ready, ready, ready? Here he is. Do you like it on this side or on this other side? I think he looks cute either way. Thank you so much for the hearts. I appreciate that. Isn't he cute though? Oh, he looks all bashful. You love it, Miss Carol? Thank you so much. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you, Miss Terry, for all those hearts. Freaking adorable. Thank you, Ellen. You're so sweet. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, y'all. Thank you, Sharon. Hey, thank you, Miss Tony. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Dina. Didn't he turn out cute? He turned out so much cuter than I thought, y'all. And we can put like a snowflake or something on his hat or whatever. I may put a little dab of glue right there or do it on the other side. I don't know which one I like it better on. But he's so cute. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, y'all. Y'all are so sweet. Now, up next is Bootsy and Buttons with Sarah at 7:30. So y'all catch her and see what kind of Santa she's going to do. But this is my Santa. Thank you so much, Miss Linda, Miss Pat. Y'all are so sweet. He does look bashful, doesn't he? I tell you, every time I do a Santa, I never know what it's going to be like. His personality comes out when I do the eyes. I just have no idea how it's going to be. But he looks kind of bashful. It's cute. He's done eating all the candy. So he's really kind of my kind of dude, you know? You love him. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Pat. Y'all are so sweet. So I really like him. I don't know which side I want it on, but once I do, I'll tack it to the side so we don't have it flipping every which way to get dirty. So thank y'all for coming on tonight, and I appreciate it. I'll be on Friday night at my usual time of 6 Central, and we will make a reindeer. Candy and cookies. Yeah, he's been eating a bunch of candy and cookies. Thank you. I'll see y'all on Friday, y'all, at 6 p.m. Central. And y'all have a good night. Go see Bootsy and Buttons with Sarah. Bye-bye, y'all. Lord, it's not doing right. Okay.